Assalamu alaikum. So today we'll study the clavicle. Clavicle is a long bone. It serves to transmit the weight of the upper limb to the sternum. If we see the extent of the clavicle, it is located between the sternum and the scapula. It is roughly S-shaped and is present subcutaneously, that is easily palpable. The next thing you need to know while studying a bone is how to determine its side. And for side determination, firstly we must know its salient features. Clavicle has two ends, a medial quadrilateral end, that is the sternal end, and a lateral flat end, that is acromial end. Between the ends there is a shaft that is divisible into medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3. Medial end articulates with sternum and lateral end articulates with the acromion. Has an articulating facet through which it articulates with acromion of scapula, forming acromioclavicular joint. And manubrium sternum के clavicular notch के साथ मिलकर clavicle medially जो joint बनाती है, it's called sternoclavicular joint. Now look at the lateral 1/3 of the shaft and you will see it has two borders, anterior border and posterior border. और इसकी दो surfaces हैं, superior surface and inferior surface. Anterior border concave forward है and इसका posterior border is convex backwards. Superior surface subcutaneous है and inferior surface पर present ये जो elevation है is known as conoid tubercle and ये ridge जो है वो कहलाती है trapezoid ridge. Medial 2/3 of the shaft is rounded, so इसकी चार surfaces हैं, superior surface, inferior surface, posterior surface and anterior surface. इसका anterior surface is opposite to the anterior border of the lateral 1/3 जहाँ anterior border concave forward था, जबकि इसमें anterior surface convex है and posterior surface concave है. इसकी inferior surface has an oval impression at its medial end. This impression is for costoclavicular ligament. The lateral half of inferior surface has a longitudinal groove जो कहलाता है subclavian groove and nutrient foramen lies on lateral end of the groove. Now after learning the features, we should be able to identify कि which side clavicle is this. So side determination के लिए याद रहे कि lateral end flat होगा and medial end large and quadrangular होगा. Shaft slightly curved होगी. Now this is the main identification point for side determination. It should be convex forward in its medial 2/3 and concave in its lateral 1/3. And inferiorly आपको bone के ये groove नजर आएगा. So this is the inferior surface and this is the superior surface. Now if you turn the bone around like this, then this is supposed to be the medial end and this is the lateral end. So if I say that this is the left side clavicle, तो ये गलत होगा क्योंकि acromial end cannot be on the medial side and sternal end should not be on lateral side. Hence I'll hold it in my right hand as this is the clavicle of the right side.